Hello, you guys. I've been really quiet for the past couple of days. I've been so sick. The flu has hit our household, and I got fortunate enough to get it first. But that's fine. We're feeling a little better. I finally got up and got in the shower. It was just like one of those things I was like, you gotta do it. Like, you're disgusting. Like, go shower. I didn't do this one live, honestly, because I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm being 100% honest with you. This is probably the scariest video I'm about to make. But I just feel like I've had this downtime. And I've done a lot of thinking and a lot of praying. And just, like, really trying to figure out, my why again. Because I'm at this, like, crossroads where it's, like, people expect me to give up right now. And I'm just being quite honest. Like, I don't mean that like I am. I don't want to worry anybody or like be like, haha, like you're giving up. No, it's one of those things where I'm gonna get ready while I talk. I've had a lot of people message me and interested in helping me make money. Basically, you all know I'm a direct salesperson. Like I'm a social networker. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It's not a pyramid scheme. This is just what it is. I make money off of representing a company that I believe in and products and I love them. There's a little spiel about that. Okay, so y'all know I make money off of it. Being as transparent as I possibly can. Yes, I make a little bit of money. That's just one of the reasons why I joined a direct sales company. I'm about to get into the nitty-gritty of the real reason why I believe God opened this door for me. And the truth is like, I was scared at first. Not gonna lie, I was like, you know what, if I just make a little bit of money, then it's gonna be worth it, right? If we make a little bit of money, I can justify spending my time and efforts away from my family and my children and putting a little bit of that on hold to make these videos, to get on lives and do all those things. Because you guys, it's not easy. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you any different. It's just not easy. Actually, when I first started, me and Josh, like, he was so for it, and then like he got like scared. I wouldn't say scared. I think he would say he got not jealous either, but it was like, this is taking so much time away from us. I don't know. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out. So it's not easy to get on here and do these lives. It's not easy to get on here and post the post and try to interact and remind you guys, like, of what I'm doing and where I'm at with my thing and share my story, because that's the big thing about me joining a direct sales company was for the platform itself. I'm gonna get into that, obviously. Sorry if this like comes off. I've been like in a fever haze. Like I just feel like don't like know what I'm doing. So I'm sorry if this is like really squirrely and I'm trying to like just get my thoughts out there, because I was like venting to my mirror, like I was talking to y'all, and then I was like, you know what, Whitney, stop doing this. Stop polishing it. Get out there and just be real, because that's what your motto was. Like, that was what you decided to do. You need to start doing it. And so here I am. Anyway, so been sick, thinking about things about why I joined and really what I wanted out of this experience. I know Mountain Dew is probably really rough on my stomach, but it was this or Dr. Pepper. So basically, I sat there and I was just having conversation with God. A lot of the times, because I was up all night Sunday night, and you guys, I don't have sleep insomnia. I've been like the kind of person that can sit on the couch and literally pass out on you. And when I say that, I mean that truthfully. I could literally fall asleep sitting up. Don't ask me why. I'm that way. I don't know. But Sunday night, I could not sleep. I was restless. Not only was I thinking about money and how my family and I were going to do this, because we have a big thing coming up. We're getting married, and that's a whole different ball game. I feel like it just like takes your life, and it's a great thing, but it's also really stressful to think that like my debt becomes his debt. And I obviously have been fortunate enough to get a lot of help with my children, and that's about to go away because now I have two incomes, and I'm trying to do things right, and that's ultimately what I wanted. Obviously, I didn't want to live, in the world of what I don't really want to call it, financial help whatever you want to call it, welfare. Let's just throw it out there, welfare. I didn't want to be a welfare mama. You know, I didn't want my kids to think that it was totally okay to not follow their dreams, sit at home and raise babies and get assistance for it. And I want to be honest, like it's really hard for you to get assistance and have a good job. Like my assistance now with my good job is barely anything, but still something to think that I like, once we get married, like all of it goes, you know, quite frank, like all of it goes. And I'm ready for that. But it was just like, I was having a panic attack. And I really don't know why I was having a panic attack. I think it's more than just that, but I think it just showed its ugly head through finances, because the enemy truly knows what stresses me out the most. The enemy knows me so well, and it's kind of partially my fault for opening myself up a year ago to the enemy, but it is what it is. So I was up all night, restless, budgeting, and then just talking to God, because I think you guys can understand, like I posted that post about, you know, being on my knees that night, and that was the real thing. I was like so vulnerable with the Lord. I felt like the enemy was attacking me really hard, and I was like, I think it's because every time I get positive, obviously the enemy doesn't want to see you grow, right? It doesn't want to see you succeed or move forward. It wants to keep you down where it has you, because that's what it wants. You know, like throwing it out there, I felt like I was getting attacked. And there's no real, like, if you're not religious, then just think of it like this, like anxiety and depression are supposed to be these things that, you know, trigger off in your mind to make you fail. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, so when I'm having an anxiety attack or when I'm having a panic attack, I blame it on my enemy, which is the devil. I blame it on the fact that, like, you know, he has his grip and he just wants to like watch me fail. So anyway, you know, so Sunday I was up all night, and I was like, I just had this like overwhelming urge to like go back through my messages and write down everyone's names. Okay, this is kind of weird, I know. It's not invasion of privacy. I promise I will not share that with anybody or anything. You know, it was just a mental note for me, and it wasn't just like writing down your names with no reason, rhyme or reason. It was writing down names and what column you went in for me. So I've had so many people message me either about the opportunity of LimeLife, I'm joining, buying makeup. And then I've had people, and this is like the real aha for me, was I've had people message me and be like, I've seen your posts about domestic violence, and they've asked me like questions, like how I deal with it, how I cope with it. And honestly, you guys, like those messages are I wouldn't say my favorite, because obviously you guys are going through something and that breaks my heart, but like that's why I did this. Like, so take the money part out of it. I chose LimeLife because, for one, I believed in what they stand for, which is loving on people to the fullest and faith and all these things. And it gave me the perfect platform to start being really transparent with people. Because in order for, and this is just my personal opinion, but in order for someone to really trust you, right, you have to be 100% transparent. And so what does that mean? Like, you're probably like, what does being like transparent on social media mean? And that means like, so when I'm struggling, I tell you about it. The things I'm not so proud of, I tell you about it, and I tell you the truth. And I've worked really, really hard, and I struggle with it still. Like, obviously, nobody wants to admit failures. Nobody wants to be embarrassed by things that they've done. But in order for me to fulfill this like need that God gave me, like, which was to reach out and be a voice for women that have been through the things I've been through, which has been, there's a list of them, right? So we've all been through things. For me personally, like, it's been recovering from drugs, it's addiction, and you know, domestic violence, being in a really bad relationship, it's depression, it's anxiety. You know, it's all these things. It's being a mother. Like, these are things that make you relatable, because, I mean, there are tons of women who go through it, and men even, who go through it. And I like, ultimately, whenever I started this journey, I remember looking at Josh and I said, you know, the money would be nice. The money would be so nice, right? So, like, I want to succeed financially. I want to give us a better life. I want us to not hurt or struggle. I want to have my kids and everything. I want to take them on vacations. I want to do all these things. But aside from the money, he's like, well, what do you mean? Like, what else is there to it? And I was like, a community, a story to be told. Like, I feel like I went through what I went through to tell my story and to give hope to somebody who is probably going through the same thing but is too afraid to hop on social media or reach out to a therapist or any of these things. Because I was that girl. I was afraid to talk to a therapist. I was so not transparent a year ago, you guys, that well, it's actually almost been 2 years because it's 2020 now. But back when I was struggling and hurting, in my dark times, so I call it the dark ages, I was so not transparent to the fact that, like, I couldn't even admit that I couldn't pray. Shocker, right? Like, I didn't know what I believed in. I didn't know if I even believed in anything. And that's scary. I was thinking, I was like, at one point in time, I didn't even know what to call praying. I didn't even know what to call the higher power I believed in. Obviously, I believed in something. I just didn't know what it was. And with my girlfriend, we talked about that. Like, she's like, 2 years ago, you didn't know if you really believed in the Lord, like if I was Christian or not. And I didn't. And so now that I've discovered all that about myself, obviously, I don't want anyone to hurt that way. I really don't. Like, I felt so empty and alone that I felt like when LimeLife was approached to me, or like the opportunity like presented itself, and I don't know how to explain it any other way. Like, I had heard about it, been watching it for over 2 years at that point when I joined, you guys. 2 years. And I never thought for a second, like, this is something I want to do. Like, I just got this overwhelming urge. And Josh can attest to it. I just, like, looked down and I was like, babe, this is it. Like, this is what, I don't know why, but I'm meant to be a part of this company, and I'm meant to share my story through it. And he backed me up 100%, like, he was like, you have a unique story. I believe that you could help others. And you guys, I thank the Lord every day for Josh, because he is freaking amazing. He truly does love me and care about me in ways that no man has ever showed me. You guys, real quick, this is totally like off topic, but I got my Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'm going to use that today. And all of her brushes. So anyway, I told him, I was like, he's like, so you really want to get out there and like put all this out there? And I was like, yeah, like I truly do. Like, I don't know why I have this urge to share all my dirty, dark secrets with the world. I was like, I don't know if it's because I feel like other women go through it and they can't talk about it, or they're ashamed or something. I mean, because I won't lie to you and say I wasn't. I was totally ashamed. I was totally ashamed that I had let my life get to where it was. And you guys, I'm so, like, it shakes me still, like, that I'm so transparent on social media. It is not easy, okay? It is not easy, and it's not always fun, and it's not this, like, fake glamorous life, because I've posted some pretty raw things. I've been so transparent on my Facebook that truly, like, and I only do that because I want people that feel it, like when they read it or they see it, and I want them to, like, feel like they can approach me because I am being so real and transparent. And I've had people that know me one-on-one, like, have watched me grow, have watched me suffer, have watched all these things, like, have known me for a really long time, like, in person, message me and be like, whoa, you are putting way too much out there, out of love. They're like, whoa, too much is going on out there. Like, you're putting it out there, you're gonna hurt yourself by doing that. Like, people are gonna judge you. And out of love, they have to tell me that. They're like, I worry what's gonna happen, like, if people take it the wrong way. It's a legitimate concern, right? And honestly, to me, like, I've told them all the same thing. I was like, I just felt like God heard what I needed. God saw what I needed, which was to know that I didn't go through all that for nothing. And you're probably like, what is that supposed to mean? I'm like, I felt like God put me through all that to help people. you know, and to grow. And this was my calling. So I'm not going to stop being transparent with you guys. You know, I'm not going to stop putting my story out there in hopes that I reach someone that truly needs to hear it and know that things aren't going to always be this way, and that there's hope and light at the end of the tunnel. And so, you know, I felt like I needed to come back and like explain, because I don't want people to look at my page and be like, oh, she just wants to make money, like she doesn't care. That's not the case. That's not true. I'm trying my hardest to be as transparent and real with everyone as I possibly can, and to be open and honest and be there for you. Because the truth is like, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yes, the paycheck is nice. Yes, I want to make a lot of money. Like, let's be honest about that. Yeah, I want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money and doing something that they like and enjoy? But that's not the only reason. If that was the only reason, I would not respond to a lot of messages I get. I wouldn't have to. I could sell this without being transparent. So like, that's kind of what I wanted to hop on, and I wanted to make a video and say to you guys was, you know, I hope that whoever needs to hear it is hearing it right now. That I'm here, and that's not going to change ever. I understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But I just want it to be known that this is not just about LimeLife. If that makes any sense. Like, yes, it is about LimeLife. Like, a lot of my posts are about LimeLife. A lot of things I say are about LimeLife, because I am so grateful for my platform, right? And I am so grateful for the opportunity to grow, and it's been a blessing, and I have learned so much just from like little training videos and motivational speeches. Like, I've been doing a lot of self work. You know, it's not been peaches and creams. It's been a lot of like tears to be had, and like emotional conversations with Josh about, you know, how I feel like, holy crap, like I didn't realize I still had all this work to do on myself. And I mean, he can attest for it. He's like, babe, like, I know, like, you have grown so much and you still are working on it. And I am. I truly am. Guys, I really don't know what I'm doing with my eyeshadow today. I'm just kind of like trying to throw myself together. So anyway, I just really wanted to like pop on and talk, have like a heart to heart, because I felt like I don't want like my ultimate goal and purpose to be diminished by the fact that I'm using a direct sales platform. Does that make sense? Like, I'm obviously a part of a direct sales company, and I don't want people to think like, oh, she's just in it for the money, because that's truly not it. And it hurts my feelings. Hurts my baby feelings. It does. Like, I can't sit there and just say no, it don't. It does. Like, I want to be transparent, and maybe I haven't been transparent enough. So that's why I like, even though I feel like dog crap and I've got a billion other things that I really need to be like get into, I just feel like I needed to make this video for a second and share my heart again, because maybe somewhere along the way that's been lost, or it wasn't approached right, or what have you. Maybe I just didn't get the point across the first time, so here it is again. And I really hope that, you know, I can help so many other people and truly be here to love on people. And I hope that if you're watching this and you're still too afraid to contact me or contact someone, and you're struggling really, really bad, please do not lose faith tonight. I don't know why I feel like I needed to say that, but I do. I feel like it's like heavy on my freaking heart. Like, it truly is, and I really don't know why. I can't explain that. I think the Lord works in mysterious ways, and for some reason I'm just feeling this overwhelmed sensation, urge to remind people that good things are in store for them. There's always hope at the end of the tunnel. You're not alone, and that I'm here. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to obviously stay on to do my makeup entirely because this is not a makeup tutorial. I was just like getting ready, and I felt like I could blow off some thoughts that were running in my mind the past couple of days while I've been sick. And I truly, truly hope that it reaches someone that needed to hear it, because I felt like it just was something that needed to be talked about. So I love you guys, and I say that and I mean it. I truly, truly love all of you, and I hope that you guys have a marvelous, marvelous Tuesday. And if I record this, it's a Tuesday, obviously. And if I don't upload it because I'm too nervous, then whatever day it is that I uploaded it, I hope that you have a great day. And I hope it's blessed, and I hope truly that this reaches somebody. So I love you.